All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about real music and doing it in real time for a few real people out here, just like you, just like me. Little housekeeping business, as I often do here. If you want to support this channel, there are ways to do it. Yes, and it's helpful. Buy me a coffee right here, right here. Buy me a coffee right here. By the way, I've gotten some flack for doing certain accents. That thing I do with foreigner, I guess there are a couple of people that are really mad. People from the South don't talk like that. Okay, then make believe people from the South might talk like that. Foreigner. I want to hear some foreigner. Foreigner. All right, it's and besides, I do it for John. John's from Australia and he wants to hear it. So take it up with him. You see him in the chat or you see him over on Patreon and just give them an earful about it. Anyway, Patreon, buy me a coffee, YouTube memberships, and PJ Rock super chats. All great ways to support this channel. So, I don't know how many years ago. Let me do the math here. Is it like 63, 62 years ago? The song that started it all? Actually, 63 years ago, October 5th, 1962. A single song marked the start of the most influential band in modern music history and got people to stop being dental hygienists. And all of a sudden, their first career choice was rock star. Love Me Do. A song, by the way, that was slightly influenced by the Everly Brothers. Just slightly, just a tiny little bit. Wow. By the way, the Everly Brothers don't get a lot of credit, but they were good. They were really good. Phil and Don Everly, just amazing. And the Beatles did say that they were influenced by the Everly Brothers, but maybe not more so than on the track Love Me Do, which was released as a single today back in 1962 via Parlophone Records in the United Kingdom under the catalog number R4949. I wonder if that 45 is worth anything. I mean, it could be. This, of course, according to the Beatles' official website, it was backed with P.S. I Love You, another song that might have been influenced a little bit by the Everly Brothers, just a tad. Became the Beatles' debut single after years of performing in Liverpool and Hamburg. The song was one of the earliest originals from John Lennon and Paul McCartney, written several years before the group was signed. Early recordings feature three different drummers: Pete Best, the great Pete Best, Ringo Starr, and session player Andy White. Who's Andy White? He's a session player. Each one offered a slightly different sound that captured the band's developing identity, though Love Me Do only reached, get this, number 17 on the UK singles chart back in December of 1962. It was a big deal for an unknown band with no radio reputation. The harmonica-led tune and dual vocals by Lennon and McCartney gave the track a unique sound that set it apart from the heavily orchestrated pop that was dominating British airwaves at the time. Okay, so it's a big departure from what was on the radio. No mention here of the Everly Brothers, but anyway. For the Beatles, Love Me Do was proof that original songwriting could connect with a mass audience. At the time, most new artists launched with cover songs, but this release showcased both Lennon and McCartney and their ability to write and perform their own material. By the way, Love Me Do was reissued here in the United States in 1964. At the height of Beatlemania, it, of course, reached number one on the Billboard Hot 100, confirming that the little tune from 1962 had global potential. Plus, its influence extended beyond the charts. The single demonstrated that the band's signature blend of catchy melody and authentic charm, something, by the way, the Everly Brothers had as well, a formula that would soon define 1960s pop. Dave, leave the Everly Brothers out of this. They're not part of this. Exactly. That's the problem. They deserve a little plug, a little pat on the back. After Love Me Do, the Beatles released Please Please Me, She Loves You, and I Want to Hold Your Hand, except if there's a pandemic. Then you stay 6 feet away from me. With each song, their popularity skyrocketed, and before long, they became the biggest band in the world. In 1982, by the way, to mark the single's 20th anniversary, EMI reissued Love Me Do in the UK, where it climbed to number 4, eclipsing its original number 17 peak back in 1962. Well, what do you know? And was proof that the song's appeal had continued across generations. I wonder what would happen if they released Love Me Do now, to celebrate the anniversary. Why not reissue, put it out there as a single and see how it does against Ariana Grande and whoever is on the charts? I have no idea. Taylor Swift. How would it do against Taylor Swift? It wouldn't do anything, Dave. They don't play this kind of music on the radio, and they haven't for decades. So go back to your screaming at kids on your front lawn. All right, I'll do that right after I'm done here. Anyway, today, Love Me Do is remembered as the song that opened the door. With just a few harmonica notes and 2 voices in harmony, the Beatles began the journey that cemented them in pop culture history. With, again, no credit to the Everly Brothers in this article. Oh, man. Shut up about the Everly Brothers. You know nothing about them. Guilty as charged. I do know they influenced the Beatles a lot, though. And I'm thinking they should get some credit. Not for writing Love Me Do, but they patterned the sound after the Everly Brothers. You can hear it. Anyway, folks, again, if you want to help this channel, this is my therapy here. It's called coffee. It's really good stuff. Yeah, so buy me a coffee is a good thing to do. Also, Patreon, YouTube memberships, and my friend PJ Rock, who does most of the super chatting. So I named the super chats after PJ. If you'd like to leave one of those, that would be fantastic. All right. How many years? Just too many years. 63 years since that song came out. And the world has changed, and it hasn't changed for the better, but we can expect no less in the days ahead. God bless everyone. I'll talk to you soon.